Cade, how's the start for the season for you?
Yeah, I thought we had a good start as a team. I think it's a good weekend to build on. Obviously, it's exciting playing in my first pro game at home in front of the fans. So yeah, overall it's a good experience and just looking to build on it here going into next weekend.
What did you see that was really different for you in at that pro level at the speed the game's played?
Yeah, the game's faster, guys are stronger, everyone's smart out there. So you got to be ready. You have to have an active stick and just kind of anticipate plays because every player is good. There's no drop off, so you can't take a shift off. And I think that's the biggest adjustment is maybe in college you can get away with like a little bit, but now you got to be ready each shift and just take it shift by shift and kind of build on that.
Looking back, how much of a help was the development squad and the development coaches here getting you ready for that?
Yeah, they're amazing. They're the best that I've seen. They have everything for you, just whatever you want to work on, and there's a ton of them too. So skating, puck handling, anything you want. So that's a big thing here, and they develop players and obviously try to push them to the next level.
The kind of guy who plays a game and wants to get right back into it this week. You got 3 of them coming up in a row. Are you that kind of guy who wants to play as many games as you can, as often as you can?
Yeah, I love playing. I love just going out there with teammates and trying to win. Yeah, it's awesome to be out there. Obviously, practice. You like to practice once in a while, but it gets old. The games are the fun part where you can kind of put what you practice on to work. And yeah, so I'm just looking forward to get back into action.
What did you learn about Artur Akhtiamov over the short time that you've, I guess, been with him on a team setting?
Yeah, he's a great kid. He gets along well with everyone. He's competitive on the ice. So yeah, he's from the short time I've been with him, he's been nothing but great. So yeah, I'm looking to build a relationship, keep going here. But he's off to a great start. His confidence is high, and that's what we need.
Zach, how do you assess the opening weekend of the team and how they performed?
I thought it was a great opening weekend. Get 4 points, a lot of good moments from the games. Had some good gameplay control, had some good effort, and got rewarded with the 4 points.
A couple of times last year, a team came out in a strong game in game 1, and then the back half of the 2-2 or whatever didn't go as planned. How do you think the team overcomes that in that first series?
Yeah, I think identifying that, the leaders on the team made it clear about what had happened previously in the second games and put an emphasis on coming out hard, being hard to play against, and just checking, and the details took care of itself.
What do you like about your line?
I love it. We're pushing the pace, we're getting pucks in deep, and we're just kind of creating an identity that the Marlies are going to play like for the season.
You guys got lots of chances too, offensively, and I'm just wondering, how do you manufacture that amongst the 3 guys?
Yeah, you just communicate. As simple as that is, talk on the bench. Hey, if I cause a turnover here, we're gonna find this spot. I want you thinking about this spot on the ice if you're in this situation, and just being transparent and talking to each other, get us all on the same page.
What did you learn about Artur Akhtiamov early on here? Just his personality, maybe too.
Gamer's game. He shows up and he wins.
John, now that you've had a day to look back at some of the video of the weekend, what are your thoughts and how do you assess the team's performance?
Well, I really like the fact that we just never stopped working, regardless of the score. There was momentum shifts in both games, and again, a lot of our credit goes to our power play that got us back on track. The 2 goals there on Sunday, so it's a lot of good still. But looking back, there's still definitely some work that we need to continue to work on as we move forward here.
One of the things that last year happened more than a couple of times is came back in that second game, even after a game 1 win. It came back in the second game, wasn't the same team. That didn't happen this time. Something you're concentrating on?
Well, I think, sometimes there's certain parts of a game, I think our goaltender had a lot to do with that. He kept it at 1-0, and you keep it at 1-0, and then you get an opportunity to get on the power play. I mean, those are huge key moments. That's the game itself. There's momentum shifts, but at the end of the day, I liked our effort throughout. And again, it's just a start, but it's better to start that way than the alternative.
What did you think of some of the depth performance in the 3rd and 4th line?
Well, I thought it was great, especially when we moved guys in and out of the lineup. I didn't think we lost anything, So that's a tribute to the guys that came in and out, because sometimes it's hard to mentally prepare yourself to come in and out like that. But we're doing it just because we have a lot of numbers and we have to get everybody involved. So I thought it was great in that regard.
When you have a goaltender like Archer, who you said was so key on the weekend, I understand the language barrier is part of it. Have you learned anything about him just as a person and what kind of makes him successful?
Well, when you're a goaltender, it's a little easier because the one thing is just, regardless of language, is just stop the puck, and I think he likes doing that. Again, he's very athletic, he's very quick, and it can get frustrating for the opposition. So for him, it's a great start because it is only one game. But I thought he looked really comfortable in that game, and hopefully he just continues to grow and improve as a goaltender as we move forward.
As you move forward, how do you balance, like a skilled goaltender who's also young, the need to develop and the need to put that into practice in games, right? Like how do you balance that this season?
Well, I lean heavily on the goaltender and Hanu, and then he gets his advice from all aspects of the management part. But that's something we'll rely on him for. But I think he's gonna, regardless when he's counted on or when he's just working on his game, he's gonna be. He goes all out there. Like, he's very professional. Like, he's very dialed. And I'm excited to see where he gets to. But there's no hurry. There's a lot of work as we move forward.
What have you noticed about Roni Hirvonen coming into this year that's allowed him to, hit the ground running so quickly?
Well, he's healthy now. I think just getting over that scare of the injury last year and coming back and maybe not quite feeling the same, but now that he had a summer to work on some things, we've put him in some good spots, I think, this year to score some nice goals already, and we're pulling for him. I think he's got his confidence grows as every day passes by, and it's exciting. And I just want to make sure he stays healthy. But it's definitely a great start for sure for him.